Hello and welcome to Star Wars Obsessed. I'm Richard and joining me in this video is...
Gary.
It is time for... It's been a while and I have finally received some new Stan Solo items. What could they be? Well, let's check them out. So Gary is going to be the one to help me to check out these figures, and then we will have a nice discussion about something Star Wars related. And that should be fun, right? Let's check out the first item from Stan Solo Creation. Alright, what is this? So Stan Solo has recreated the cloaks for the Jawas. And already I can tell that this is very different. This is not the same as the cloak, as you can see. It is very smooth.
Okay. It's obviously a different material.
Yeah.
He used a different thread. So whereas the original one is a lighter thread to the fabric, he used a darker thread, almost black, if not black.
Yeah.
So.
And you feel it.
Yeah, this is definitely, but I don't know if that's just an age thing.
No, it's not an age thing.
Okay, that's what it was like.
Yeah?
Oh, this is thinner too, and his is thicker.
Yeah.
It's a thicker material, and it is softer, it is nicer. I actually like his stuff better.
So we have it from Gary that the reproduction Stan Solo cloak is a lot better than the original vintage Kenner cloak.
Which would make sense, you know, if you're living in a world that is like dominated by sand, that, you know, your fabrics and all of your stuff would be affected by it. I doubt you would really come across a lot of smooth stuff, but yeah. I still like it.
So I have a Jawa with a Stan Solo vinyl cape. So I'm going to remove. And then see how this looks. That's how it looks with the Stan Solo cloak.
Robe? Robe.
You call it a robe?
I think I would call it a robe.
Do a side-by-side comparison. It's pretty good. It's very close. But you can still tell it's quite different.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the shape is right.
So awesome. How about the next one? Okay, before I reveal what this one is, I have a question for Gary. How would you rank the Star Wars movies? So since there's 11, what would be the 11th?
At the bottom are going to be the, are obviously going to be the prequel trilogies. I mean, Phantom Menace has got to be the bottom then.
Number 10.
Would be then,
Attack of the Clones?
Attack of the Clones, thank you.
9 is Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, we'll stop right there and we'll give you more later. Here is the next thing, and I've gotten this one before. And it is an off-world Jawa. The robe, it looks a lot more like the Kenner version.
No, it's still very different. It's just...
It's got the roughness.
Yeah.
Roughness like it.
But see, this is still a very thin material, and this still feels very substantial. He went with a more substantial material. He went with a more...
But when you compare with Stan Solo, you know, you see that they're pretty much, these two are pretty similar, whereas this one is very different fabric.
Well, this one feels like he's trying to go more of like the fleece kind of feel. This feels more like he's trying to go with denim.
And then special weapon for the off-world Jawa. That looks absolutely awesome. Next item, please. So what are the next three on the list?
It's going to be the J.J. Abrams film. It's going to be, the bottom one is going to be Rise of Skywalker.
And 7 will be The Force Awakens.
Now, this is why this is kind of hard. I still like the movies, but they're incredibly problematic. J.J. Abrams is just incredibly problematic. And I would say go back and look at the video of us reviewing them, so I don't have to rehash everything. And there's a lot of why I have a problem with those films in those reviews.
And what is number 6?
Alright, I'll pick Solo.
So the next item is one of Stan Solo's newer creations. It's the movie accurate Greedo. Pretty amazing. That's pretty awesome.
Alright, wow, that's a huge difference.
Yeah.
Why did Kenner make it like this?
Because they didn't have all the information before they made the figures, before they designed the figures.
Like apparently they had the head.
Yeah, they did.
Just nothing else. If I remember correctly in the film, he does shoot right-handed. Is that why this one? So if Kenner's is not able to hold a gun right-handed, but Stan's is able to hold a gun right-handed.
Yeah.
Hence movie accurate too.
Yeah. Awesome blaster that goes with it. Specifically designed for this figure.
It looks really nice.
Alright, time for the next one. Before I show you what this is, what is number 5 on your list?
Number 5 will be Rogue One.
And number 4?
Return of the Jedi. I like the Ewoks. I know that's a problem for some people, but and it's probably because I was 4 when the movie came out. So it's like I had Ewoks, I remember having the Return of the Jedi sheets, I had the lunch pail. I mean, hell, I kept those Return of the Jedi sheets on my bed until I was in high school, so.
Wow.
I do remember that. I remember having even an Ewok eraser that I got so mad because somebody took it and used it.
Aww.
And then it got that, the pencil markings on the top.
Boo. So here is the next item from Sten Solo Creations. And it's the carded Greedo, which looks absolutely awesome. High standard for Sten Solo Creations, as usual. The card seems definitely more substantial. Very well done.
Yeah. And I like how they did a good job of keeping it from getting curved. It's like I can't stand. I go into the store and I try to find you carded figures, and every single one of them, the cards have some kind of curve. It's not like they're bent, they're just curved.
The card art looks exact like you would see from Kenner. Pretty amazing. It's unpunched.
Oh, I like the image that they chose, where there's the reflection in the eyes. Maybe that's what Kenner was trying to create.
With the white dot in the eye.
Yeah, they're trying to create those reflections. I'd like to give Kenner some positive intention.
I love these Stan Solo carded figures. They're amazing. And we have one more to show. Alright, before I reveal what this one is, what is your number 3?
Star Wars.
Star Wars is number 3? Really? Interesting. Alright, before we reveal what number 2 and 1 are, let's check this one out. Wow, pretty awesome. It's Greedo, movie accurate Greedo on the Power of the Force card. Excellent, with the collector coin included. I don't know what to say. It's hard to, think of new words to describe how awesome these Stan Solo creations are. They're factory made, so they are of the highest quality and just the highest standard. And it's just Stan Solo. They go above and beyond, and it's just brilliant.
This is really nice.
He says it's nice. It's brilliant. It's beautiful. It's awesome.
Yes, they are. They are all of those adjectives and more.
All right. These are some beautiful Stan Solo creations. So before we end this video, Gary, what is number 2 on your list?
Empire.
The Empire Strikes Back is number 2? I don't know how that is possible.
Well, it would have been number 1, but for the sequel trilogy.
I don't know how that is possible, because The Empire Strikes Back is perfection. So, gee, I wonder what number 1 is. What could it be?
The Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi. Wow.
I think Rian Johnson did an amazing thing to try to create a new story and to move us away from legacy and into the idea that anybody can be a hero. And that story, again, I won't rehash everything. If you go back and look at the reviews of them, you'll see it. I really felt like he did such an impressive job telling a great story and fixing all the mistakes that everybody else had made. And I felt really disheartened that They did not pursue,
They did all that in Rise of Skywalker.
which is why that's at the bottom.
Yeah. Well, I like The Last Jedi. It is not number one on my list. The Empire Strikes Back is number one. It's perfection.
Art is subjective.
That being said, thank you for watching. What does that say? That's cute. It's a shame LGBT relationships don't work though. Well, that's rude. Really? They don't work. How long have we been together?
16 going on 17 years.
And how long have we been married?
14 going on 15.
I think we're doing pretty well. We're still going strong. Ignore the troll. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and click subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I'm Richard, and this is
Gary.
And we'll see you on the next Star Wars Obsessed. Give me a kiss.